Hello and welcome back to the Yins Betcha podcast. It is good to be back. Another great week of football everywhere. Baseball's everywhere. We're not going to really, of course, always hit on that, but October baseball is fantastic. A lot to get to. As always, Kevin, what's going on?
What's going on? We got Dodgers on right now. Yeah, we could give our little preview. I wish I could have previewed the championship series before they started because it is on pace. The prediction I had, which was Seattle and LA, but I'm a little scared for Seattle the way they played last night.
Oh, yeah, the blowout.
Dodgers have started out strong tonight, so that may end up being a sweep. It's funny, though. I'm not quite hating them the way I hated the Yankees growing up, even though, they spend a lot of money, but they actually spend it wisely.
Sure.
For some reason, they haven't fallen into that. I absolutely hate them.
Right.
Maybe because I'm good friends with Holly at Westside. Like, maybe I'm happy for her genuinely because I know she's a true blue Dodger fan.
Yeah.
From LA. So, I don't know. I mean, I'm rooting against, I want to see somebody new.
Right.
And obviously we have the opportunity. Blue Jays haven't won it for 30 years. Seattle's never been there, and Milwaukee's never won it. So, if anybody but the Dodgers, I would be happy. But they're just not quite on that level that I can say I hate them.
I hate them. So, yeah. I know. At this point, I'm glad the Yankees are gone, but at this point, I wouldn't even mind it if the Dodgers won. The Brewers are cool, but they're already down enough, and I don't want to see anyone in the AL right now win it. I do like the Blue Jays. I think they're a great team. They are down 2-1, but I think the way they played yesterday, I think they're going to win this next game, and then it's 7 games though, so this is where it gets big. So and I think they're a solid team. They got a lot of good pitchers and good hitters. So and Vladdy's just awesome. He doesn't hit he hits like his dad. Doesn't work. He wears gloves instead of like his dad didn't, but he hits like him. So it's awesome to watch him swing a bat. So all right, great.
Well, you want to rip the Band-Aid? Obviously the thumbnail says it all.
Let's get into it. Yeah, as you guys see, if you're watching, is Dave Portnoy in utter, I feel humiliation, depression.
That's about the face I probably had.
Yeah.
I had a long day Saturday. Obviously, I was at Happy Valley. Got to see James Franklin's last game at Penn State. And we'll definitely touch on that when we review last week's games. Yeah. So I don't want to go down the Penn State rabbit hole just yet. Mm-hmm. But, sour moods definitely by the time we got back to the B&B.
Yeah.
And watched that game. Now, again, I picked USC last week. And we'll touch more about our picks and how people need to listen to us. We tend to nail some of these. So,
right.
So unfortunately, I was correct in my assessment. After what I saw last week, haven't quite decided what I'm going to do when we preview next week's game. I might pick against us just based on what I saw. Maybe I could talk myself into a different pick. We'll get there, but I got a lot of thoughts. I don't know if you want to go first, and I can piggyback.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think the defense played okay. And then it took a turn for the worse. And then Bryce Underwood threw a pick, and he smiled at it. And I'm like, oh, God.
Well,
this is not good, at all. And then I'm just going to jump to it, the fact that Sharon had on his blue-collar freaking jacket this week. He's just not what Jim Harbaugh was.
No.
I think he's an excellent play caller. I still think he's that. But we need to give him the sheet. At this point, I want him to be calling plays, but it doesn't seem like he's doing that. Still, the only thing I really wanted to say out of all this, I hate what happened. The defense at the end of it. They scored some last-minute points at the end and made it score a little bit higher, I feel like. But we let that happen. But the only thing I want to say is Bryce Underwood, yes, he's getting paid a lot of money. Probably should be playing to a level where we're paying him this much money, but he's still a freshman. He still is someone that's not experienced and needs to figure out a way to get experience because, it's only going to take time. It's only going to be the next year or two. All you got to do at this point is see progression. Hopefully, beat Ohio State. That's all I have. That's really what I saw in that game. Sharon cannot say the reason why we're going there, the reason why that stadium's getting packed is because we're coming there. Like, it feels like it's just a cocky atmosphere and a cocky thing to say, and that's what I feel like. And those are karma things that happen, I believe in, that happen like that. And what he said, I feel like, is somewhat karma, too, to an extent. It's just like those things that he says, the way that you're saying this to USC and the way that this outcome has happened. It's just, that's how I feel about it right now.
Well, I might go a while.
Yeah.
Because I got a lot of thoughts. And I think one thing I texted you, I felt a glimpse of it even late last year. I feel like we have another Juwan Howard on our hands. I think the guy can recruit. I think he's a great play caller. Mm-hmm. I don't think he can be the guy in charge.
Sure.
And I'm willing to, it's not technically everything's still out in front of us. Although this is the message I gave my brother before the Penn State game, before the Penn State game.
Right.
Yes, that UCLA loss was bad, but you still got Ohio State, you still got Indiana on the schedule. Take care of business. I never would have thought they actually would have fucking lost to Northwestern. Mm-hmm. Obviously, then it's over, and we're now teetering there. Right. we lose Saturday to Washington, which we very well could. Washington's a good team.
Yeah.
We're done. That's it.
That's it
for the season. We're like as far as playoffs concerned.
Right.
And maybe more. But I don't. Something is missing, because yes, he's a good play caller, but I'm not seeing that translate on the field.
Right.
He's holding back Underwood for whatever reason. The O-line is not great, like especially by Michigan standards.
Right.
The O-line is a little bit in disarray. Our running backs room is the best
it's ever been.
Maybe, yeah. We've had we had Mike Hart, we had Blake Corum, we had and Donovan would show flashes, especially when we was playing Ohio State. Mm-hmm. But this is, we do got a 1-2 punch, but Marshall can't be the guy. He's a great number 2,
right?
Kind of like Edwards was, but as soon as Haynes got hurt in that game, that was it. That set the tone for the rest of that game.
Yeah.
Our we have our best wide receiver group that we've had in a while. They're starting to grow. Marsh had a big day.
Yeah, he did. That was a great touchdown. Yeah.
So what is happening that this is the most talent that I can, since obviously the championship team, mm-hmm. way more talent offensively this year than last year.
Yes.
But we're still, Moore's 11-7.
Yeah.
That's fucking terrible.
That's awful as a head coach. Yeah. At this point, we might not even be able to say that he's a good play caller. He is and embodied that while he was the offensive coordinator under Harbaugh, and what he did and the way he called a play was really good, really good. And yeah, you're right. We have all the talent in the world now, and we're holding back. He needs to run. He needs to run more because he's throwing the ball. When he throws on the run, it's freaking great too. Mm-hmm. But I feel like he's just sitting there.
The drop back passing game is bad. Right?
Yes, it's bad.
It's bad.
Really bad.
Yes.
I don't.
And I know you're obviously the fan base was not happy with the shots of Underwood on the sideline. And admittedly, I had a long day. I got up early, mm-hmm. I tailgated, went to the game, I was tired.
Yeah.
And with the performance that happened in the third quarter, the lack of tackling, because I am more mad at the defense than it sounds like you are, at least last week anyway. I thought it was very reminiscent of the Rich Rod years with the lack of tackling.
Oh God, yeah.
There was something just off.
Right. I feel like they kept it into a certain extent, kept us in something. But then they blew the door off the end.
Yeah, they exposed our run line defense a little bit. There were holes over the middle. And Washington's watching the tape this week, so they better fucking clean that up.
Yeah.
They better clean that up. They got a good coaching staff. They got a dual threat quarterback. It's going to be a tough game.
It's going to be another one.
It's going to be a tough game.
Dual threat.
It's going to be a one possession game.
Yeah.
So I was a little disgusted on Saturday. I turned it off. I did not watch the fourth quarter.
You should have. Did you see Jane Davis' throw? He got in.
No, I didn't.
Oh my God! I understand now why he's not ready to be in there. I understand why he's never started.
Yeah.
It's just the worst. He threw two throws.
Surprised he hasn't transferred.
I don't know why he hasn't. I don't know.
But yeah, I saw the screenshot of Underwood smiling on the sideline.
That was bad
with the score. But I don't. They're a resilient group. That's one thing I like about them, that they've never really had the drama on the sideline. Mm-hmm. And the coaching staff, whether it's Moore or Harbaugh or anybody, they did seem to have that under control in the good and bad times.
Right.
So I like that. They are a resilient group. I'm willing to give them the benefit of the doubt that they can clean this up, but they need to show me that. They need to show me that. Because I don't think, last year, this is a better team than last year, but just psychologically things are different. And I think Ohio State winning it all, kind of having a relatively big turnover, losing their D coordinator, and somehow looking better is scary. Okay,
yeah, right.
And if the playoffs are gone, obviously that's the next bulletin board material or target.
Yes, yeah.
is the Ohio State game, right? But I think it could snowball in the opposite direction. Yes, we went into Columbus last year with 5 losses. And we won that game. But we won it ugly, okay?
Yeah.
We're not going to be able to do that again.
Again.
We need to go into that game with momentum.
Yeah.
So we have to beat Washington. We got to beat Michigan State. We got to beat the teams in front of us to roll into that game for me to start feeling better about it. Because right now, I don't think we're going to beat them.
Yeah.
But I can change my mind I still thought even going into the USC game we were going to.
Right.
And I picked us to lose that game. And I'm trying not to panic because when we did our preseason prediction, I had us at 4-2 right now.
Yeah.
So I don't know why I'm panicking, but I think it's just what I'm seeing.
What you're seeing.
I thought there would be growth.
I think there's different ways to lose a football game every week that you watch a game, and the way we've lost these games, I think, has come into a point where you're thinking, and I'm thinking, I don't see us winning Ohio State. I don't see us making the playoffs right now. So
and you said you felt like they got some late points to.
I feel like
that score, but
yeah.
They also, we forced turnover inside of 10, and I believe they turned it over again inside of 30.
Right.
In the first half. I mean, we actually should have been down 3 touchdowns at halftime.
Yeah.
And so even though they got a late touchdown,
right.
If we could have somehow stopped them from scoring that touchdown at the end of the half, I would have felt great being down 10-7.
Exactly.
And I felt okay at 14-7.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, but we got to come out in the second half
blazing.
And tie this game up immediately, and we did.
And I think there was a play where we did open it up at the beginning of that third quarter. Was it? Did you see? Was that?
Yes.
Was there a play like that? Right. And we went down. I think it was a run, or it could have been a pass. Either way, it's just.
But you knew at that point. Haynes was out,
right? And then
it just that deflated it. And I don't know if you've heard anything differently. And obviously, college and even Michigan's always been very, very, cavalier about their injury designations, which drives me insane. But although I don't know if you saw USC got in trouble for they declared a player out that actually played in the game. It was late in the fourth quarter. Outcome was decided, so I'm not going to scream to the high heavens.
No, yeah.
I'm sure Ohio State fans would have. But, they had some running backs go down themselves in that game. And so just depth chart-wise, it's all they had. So I believe they're getting fined or something, but it doesn't make them ineligible. And I wouldn't... And again, like we talked about the science, I don't give a shit about that stuff.
Right.
Because still stop them at the end of the day. Yeah. So I wouldn't give a shit if the NCAA is like, oh, this player was ineligible, you said he was out, and he played, we're taking the win. I actually would have agreed that that's bullshit.
Yeah.
I don't want to win that way. They beat us on the field.
They beat us on the field.
Fair and square.
Right.
And whether that running back played had no bearing on the outcome.
Yeah.
So to me, it's just another headline story, But you're right. Moore got cocky.
Moore did.
And Riley took advantage of that.
Yeah. He said the same thing. He heard about it. One of the people in analysis.
And he did it the right way. We're going to take care of it on Saturday.
Exactly what he said.
What he said.
Exactly. Yeah. He sat there with an analyst and he got interviewed and they said, Moore said this, and he was like, I'm not even worried about it.
He didn't yap back. And that's my saving grace.
That's how you do it.
Well, that's my saving grace for Ohio State. They've been yapping for years.
Right.
People are still yapping to us. Like, it is unbelievable how much they're talking when you haven't beat us in 6 fucking years.
Right.
It's unbelievable.
Right.
But go ahead. Keep doing it. Like, that's... And it doesn't have, friends talking to us that way has no bearing on what happens in that game. Mm-hmm. But I hope Dave says something the week of. Or the players do. Fire us up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, get it going. Get it going.
They would be smart not to.
Yeah.
If they don't, then I'm more afraid of them.
Right.
If they start yapping, then great.
Yeah.
Give us bulletin board material. So, all right. I don't want to spend a lot of time on it. I picked it. I was way off on the score because they kicked our ass.
Yeah.
I thought the score was closer than it should have been.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they really could have beat us by 30 on Saturday.
Yeah.
Just from what I saw.
I mean, then that's the thing. At the end of the day, what needs to happen now is either if Sharon wants to play him a certain way, then it's going to have to be next year until we start seeing something. Sure. But if he needs to change, if he's going to change, it can happen this year. But if he's not going to change, we have to wait till next year at this point because it's just not good. I think our defense can keep up with it if we're able to score points. All in all, after I watched the highlights back again, just watching it from what I saw, I was able to watch clips Saturday, but then I was able to watch the full highlights. And what I saw was the defense was able to stay somewhat into the game. Like you said, 14-7 at the end of the half. It doesn't make you feel great, but it makes you feel like a little bit okay. Yeah. And we weren't able to score again. We scored 10 points that game. Is that correct? I mean, it's just not. 13. It's never. 13. It's just never going to be correct. So until that happens.
Yep.
I'm just very sad. So.
All right, so let's review other games from last week. We'll start with our picks of the week. I had Tennessee laying 12.5 against Arkansas, and just like every other conference game, I was wrong. Mm-hmm. It was a lot closer than everybody thought. Tennessee did hang on to win, but they did not cover. I had Maryland at home. Wasn't looking good in the first half, so they didn't have a nice little comeback.
Yeah,
they did not pull it out, but they covered the 6.5 against Nebraska. You went with Florida State minus 10.5. Very disappointing.
That sucked. That was a terrible.
They're now 0-3 in the ACC after coming off that 3-9 season last year. They are I thought they were back with Castellanos
right,
and upset in Alabama.
I don't know if there's fixing this
still
program.
looks like a good win because Alabama's getting better.
Yeah.
But
Ty Simpson looks good. He's settling in Alabama.
Yes, he is.
But, yeah, I can't believe that they're at this point. I don't know what's going to ever fix this program because now, since Jameis Winston left, and ever since that era, it's just not been good. It's just been a very downfall time. So they need to pick it back up. I'm hoping they can do it this week. We'll talk about it.
Pitt is always good for finding a win like this.
Yeah.
But I by the end of the year, I don't know how good this win's going to look.
Right.
It's not like in years past when they upset a top 5 Clemson team.
Yeah.
I'd be more impressed if they beat Miami or somebody at this point now.
I feel like
Pitt's probably better than Florida State.
Exactly.
As it turns out,
and I feel like Pitt might be on the doorstep of something.
With Heitschel, their freshman quarterback that they're starting.
They feel like in a year or two, if they have the right people, the right NIL transfers, the right recruiting, that could be a fun program.
Narduzzi's going to ruin that. Thing.
I know. I don't like him.
I don't like him.
But
it's going to be the same, even with expectations.
Yeah,
he's going to lose a game he shouldn't.
Sure.
That's going to ruin it and be the downfall. It's just the way it's always going to be.
It's always
for them. It just is. Shout out to you though. The Indiana Hoosiers.
Come on.
Went into Autzen and beat Oregon.
Someone's got to
and deserved it. I mean, yes. Oregon had a pick 6 in that game, so you take that away. Indiana wins us by 2 touchdowns. Only by the way, Pat McAfee undefeated last week on game day.
Yeah,
undefeated. I watch, especially when I travel to games, as I did last week. Mm-hmm. I always watch the game day, Sunday or Monday, whenever I get to it, and I almost enjoy that because then I remember. When I watch it live or the morning on Saturday, I don't usually remember who the fuck picked what. What I mean?
Right.
Unless it was a stand, if somebody goes against the grain and picks Michigan and they're the only ones, I'll remember who picked it.
Yeah.
And so Kendall and I sit there and watch it and we go, oh, okay, was this person right? And we usually track the guest picker.
That's good.
So she actually was tracking Pat, who's now basically the new league horse, though. So she enjoys, watching him and his antics. He had them all. He picked them all.
Got them all right.
Indiana while they were in Oregon. So good on him.
Yeah.
They're for real, dude.
They are.
If Ohio State does beat us and it ends up being Indiana, Ohio State in a Big Ten championship game.
Great game.
That's going to be theater.
Yeah.
And I think, especially with Indiana playing them last year, they could have something for them.
Right.
They could have something for them.
So,
I don't think Ohio State's going to lose now unless it's to us.
Yeah.
Because I thought Penn State beginning of the year. Fuck, I don't know if Penn State can win a game.
Right.
But maybe, and we'll talk about them. But when maybe it jump starts them by firing Franklin. I don't know.
That's what I'm leading towards.
Clinging hope to. But,
yeah.
Ohio State just avoids, to me, the two other best teams in the Big Ten, which is Oregon and Indiana.
Yeah.
They don't play them, and now Indiana's in the driver's seat. For the
Number
Big Ten
3, the
championship.
highest ranked they've ever been in program history. And Cignetti just signed again
Just
for
locked
another
him
8
up today.
years,
Yep, this afternoon.
which was smart because I thought that was his job in Penn State. But I also thought that after the win in Oregon, he was never going to leave anyway. So, I mean, hopeful wishing there for me. But
the college football, maybe 5 years ago, he would have.
yeah.
When you're talking, 4 teams, playoffs.
That's a program that you get the players at and you coach like you're coaching now.
You get Big Ten money. They got money.
That's what I'm saying.
Indiana University has money.
And they have it now, right.
They
They're
do.
transferring basketball money to football money. And
Yes.
they're making this program good.
And winning, winning is contagious and can help develop that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say never. I mean, I think you're right. It's smart that they locked him up now.
Mm-hmm.
I still think someday he could leave, especially if he doesn't. I mean, he was a national title. Maybe
He's
he stays there. I
retiring.
don't
He
know.
said he was going to retire.
Yeah, maybe
you
that
never
might be
know.
a different story. But
Yeah.
if he consistently gets them in the playoffs, but they don't win in the playoffs, then I could see him going to a big time
Big school.
He could.
Yeah.
He could.
Yeah.
So I mean, we'll see what
I kind of
happens.
wanted
But
that to be
they're
Michigan at the end of the day, really. But
yeah. I mean, if they ain't gonna, I'm at the point now, right? I mean, because we don't play Indiana either this year. So
right.
I'm at the point if it's not going to be Michigan. I want
Indiana.
I want to
root for them so
I do.
bad.
I
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
Until they win it, right? Once they win it, then okay, now you got the target, and now you become hated. They're like the Lions to me,
right?
I
sure.
never minded the Lions
because they were bad.
Yeah, now I fucking hate them.
Yeah.
And a lot of that has to do with the team that they are, right?
Sure.
They got the culture and
the embodiment.
If you are a Lions fan, then you love it.
Yeah.
But you get annoyed by it if you're not a fan of it.
Right.
And Cignetti, same guy.
I love him. The
only reason I just still am hesitant to like him is where he got his start is Indiana, Pennsylvania.
Right.
IUP, which is Slippery Rock's biggest rival.
Yeah.
That's the blood rival. So I still look at him and think IUP. I don't think James Madison. I think IUP when I look at him. So I can't love him.
Yeah.
I can root for his program. I can root for the school. But I can't,
There is something about this man that I can't I thought about him all week this week. I thought about him every single day this week. I just thought about the fact of what he's doing and how he's building it and the way he beat Oregon.
Well, think about this. Think about this for a minute. I laid the foundation that, hey, he could leave someday.
Yeah.
Maybe that someday will time up if more doesn't work.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I hope it'd be at this point.
And I could get on board with that then.
Yeah.
I could forget the IUP stuff. And wouldn't that be ironic? To go to a school that announces Slippery Rock scores.
Yeah.
I would love to know how you feel. He'd probably make them announce IUP scores.
Yeah.
At the same time. So,
but no, yeah. I think I digress here. But
so let's go back into last week's games. About Friday. So I was texting you. Great start for the Mean Green. I thought I picked North Texas to win that game. I thought they could get in the driver's seat for the AA championship, and South Florida lays 63 fucking points.
63.
And obviously, with their win against Florida, they're already ranked. They're obviously the driver's seat for the non-Power 5 bid. Now you still have. I mean, UNLV is still undefeated. Memphis is undefeated. There's some teams that are going to be breathing down their neck. But to me, I look at the South Florida schedule.
Yeah.
The rest of the way, I don't see them losing a game.
Right.
So I think that Florida win, the way that they beat North Texas, in North Texas, I think they're going to the playoffs at this point.
Yeah.
I don't see anybody beating them.
I don't see, especially they're ranked still too. And the only loss to Miami, right? Or is it?
Correct.
Yeah, Miami. So
Which,
they're probably one of the best teams. It's a great time for South Florida, man. I mean, it's just I really thought North Texas was going to win this game. I thought they were going to come in at home. I mean, this total at the end of it was 100 points. It's just always cool when you see 100 points there. So, okay.
All right, so let's go into Saturday's games. So how about Bama going into Mizzou?
I know, right?
Just keep winning. Ty Simpson looks good. Obviously, the Florida State loss is only looking worse and worse as weeks go by. But they're definitely bouncing back from that in a big way.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, it was a great. Ty Simpson looks so good. He looks composed now. He looks. To start the year wasn't great, but DeBoer I think has him looking good. So hopefully he can keep it going there too for that. So Mizzou, I feel like still watch out for Mizzou maybe. I mean they only have one loss.
Yeah,
still
only
ranked,
one loss. And,
So I don't know.
especially being the SEC. I mean,
Yeah.
if you get through with one loss, you're going to be in decent shape.
Right.
I want to shout out UCLA putting 38 on Michigan State.
I'm
Maybe they're
loving
not that. Maybe they're
what they're doing.
Yeah, with Neuheisel there now, maybe they figured something else out. I'm not saying they're going to be in the top 25 team by any means, but
He may be a great play
better.
caller.
They're better.
Yeah. He
they're
may
better.
be a great play caller. He was doing everything right in the red zone last week too. He was calling the play, and the QB was waiting to snap it. It just seemed like everybody was coming together there for them. So that's really cool.
Yep. I'm glad I did not take Illinois. I was almost tempted into doing that. Ohio State just looks good right now. Their defense is phenomenal.
It's just too good.
Yeah. This is the best defense I've seen them have in quite some time.
Right.
A little concerned. I did not see this game. I was obviously tailgating. Ole Miss only beating Washington State by 3.
Yeah.
I was really high on Ole Miss. I felt like they had finally got that big win that they've been searching for years against LSU. Was prepared to put them in my top 5. And we are going to share our rankings at the end of our college football preview today. We've been talking about that for weeks, and we finally have our top 10. So they dropped. They dropped in mine. With this squeaking out. I mean, a win's a win, but a 32.5-point favorite winning by 3.
I know.
Ugh, not good. So I just don't know if he just didn't have them up or.
I think it was just an overlooked game. Like, it was an overlooking. Like, we got to get to Georgia. I think everyone's worse worried about that. So I'm hoping they can bounce back with it. But, we talked about karma at the beginning of the show, and Lane Kiffin's talking about who's burning the most calories on the sideline. And it's, I looked at Kirby the other week, and it's probably me. And so there's some bad juju lurking with him now, too. So we'll see what happens.
And there always is.
Yeah.
He's another blowhard like Narduzzi.
Yeah.
You will probably find a way to disappoint. Georgia Tech beating Virginia Tech 35-20. I'm pretty high on Georgia Tech.
Yeah, me too.
I like Haynes King.
It's a real deal team, man. They're good.
Texas beating Oklahoma 23-6.
I said it on this show.
You did.
I said it. I said that this doesn't make sense, and it's the only reason why you should take Texas to win this game, or even just cover. I was really just trying to get them to cover, but yeah.
We need to start. We shout it out and we say it like, why is this team favored?
Yes, this is exactly the case.
It just stinks.
Right.
Something smells, and it certainly did. I still think OU's a good team. They just don't have a good day.
No.
Notre Dame beating NC State 36-7. There was a little bit of a struggle out of the gate for them, but they end up covering with ease. They got a big, USC. We kind of killed Michigan a little bit today. USC's better than they have been.
Yes.
So I think that's going to be a very interesting
They're
game
finally
next
ranked.
week.
I know they weren't ranked, but they should have probably been ranked last week. I'm just saying. Like, it could have been 25, to be honest with you. So
everybody keeps talking about Notre Dame getting back in it if they win out, but what if USC wins out?
I know.
I know. So I think it's a big game Saturday night.
Yeah.
Northwestern, Penn State. So I was there. I got a lot to say about it. I don't want to go again too far down a rabbit hole, but wow, you're talking about a team that is holding back. Something's missing. Like, how do you go? And it wasn't just us high on them. It wasn't just me picking. Like, a lot of national pundits had them winning the national championship.
Yeah.
And they were ranked. Again, this is why I hate preseason rankings. But they were ranked because Texas was number 1,
right?
And Penn State was number 2, and they were both out of the rankings. At least going into last week, Texas is back in it. But man, I mean, the feeling, energy wise, I want to start there.
Sure.
I was afraid after they lost that UCLA game. Obviously, my brother wanted to back out of that game.
Yeah,
I feel like Tina and I talked him into going.
Man.
So I feel bad.
But he was right.
He needed to go get his first experience.
Yes,
there.
for sure.
I know he still had fun deep down.
Yeah.
But the energy, it was missing. And I was bummed. I was bummed that, I was ready to experience a top 10 team, the crowd, we are chants, all of that. And it never came to fruition there.
Yeah.
The student section were very, very late to show up. They filled in the lower bowl, but where the overflow goes and the upper, it was empty.
It was empty. Yeah.
I mean, the seats were full, but it's just the energy wasn't there, and they needed them.
Yes.
And I feel like if the energy was better, they could have won that game.
Right.
But Northwestern took advantage, so kudos to them.
It's a
Their
great win
fucking
for
play
them.
calling is atrocious. And we're not Penn State fans,
No.
and I don't want to dive deep into it. And they fired Franklin the next day.
Right.
But holy shit. Like, not one single pass went downfield. Nothing downfield at all.
It's so bad. And now Allen's
And their
out.
defense is bad. Like,
Yeah.
we saw it against UCLA. They couldn't stop a nosebleed in that game.
Right.
And Northwestern didn't drive at will on them, but like when they needed to play, they got it.
Yeah.
When they needed a third down conversion, they got it. Like they just look bad.
Right.
Like, they were just so flat, and because they have the talent, Penn State has more talent than Northwestern. That's what kept them in the game. If they were playing Ohio State, if they were playing Michigan, they would have lost by 4 scores in that game.
Right.
Like, they just had no energy. It was bad. It's so bad.
I can't believe where they're at. It's truly shocking.
I don't even know if it was all Frank. Like, and we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out
Right.
if it was all James Franklin or not. I was surprised on something.
I don't think he calls the plays though either. Though it's another thing. And
No, he doesn't.
The play calling.
But there was what I noticed is there was a lot of personal foul calls in Penn, and most of them were legit. There was one late hit that I believe was in the second half that was bogus. At least from what I saw in the replay, it was a bad call.
Yeah.
And that extended the drive that Northwestern scored on. Maybe if you take that out, they settle for a field goal there. Maybe it's a different game.
Sure.
But I'm not there were so many other penalties that Penn State did that were legit calls. The accountability is not there. I kept an eye after the penalty to see if Franklin went over and had words with that player.
Yeah.
Nothing. He just stood there with his arms crossed like you always see on TV. He was like that the whole game. His demeanor was terrible.
Yeah.
The accountability's gone, and you could see that the team just wasn't buying it anymore. A lot of shaking of heads after that game. And I came back home and watched it, the end of it, because we left as they were doing the kneel downs. And we were walking out of the stadium. But so I wanted to see the reaction and hear it, and we could hear all the fire James Franklin chants, which they got their wish. And again, we'll see where it goes.
Yeah.
But Keyshawn Allen was on the bench laughing. So we're sitting there giving Underwood shit.
Yeah.
He was doing it too and just kind of shaking his head, and you could just almost feel what he was feeling. What is going on?
What's happening?
I don't know. Jim Knowles has a lot to blame to me. Because
the Penn State defense is that guy.
Penn State's defenses look good for years.
Yeah.
And Michigan exposed him every time. We were able to run all over them.
Right.
And now other teams are doing it. So maybe he's got some to blame. I don't know, but
I don't even think that they should have won a national championship with him at the helm of defensive coordinator, but they did.
Well, here's where we're at with college football, though. Like, we're expecting national championships, right? All these schools are expecting it.
Yeah.
Penn State really only won 2, and they've never won one as a member of the Big Ten.
Yeah.
0.
True.
Okay, so they won them as an independent.
Yeah.
Back when it was about voting and
Yeah.
And yes, they won these bowl games to win these national championships, but who the fuck did they play in the regular season to get there?
Yeah. Right.
Everything was
being
subjective there.
Right.
So it's hard. It's hard to win it now.
Yeah.
And that's why I will always be proud of the 2023 championship, because it was the last one under that format. Now it's so hard to fucking win it.
You have to be ready every month, every year, every week. It's hard to win now with that. And I completely agree with you. I think what we did and how we did it with the 4 team, and the last time that was in there, we won it. I think that was such a good year in having that. To go back on Penn State is just I think that I will say I think this is going to wake them up. I think that with this, they're going to find maybe a spark again a little bit, and hopefully they can win out now. But
well, and the other thing that I did hear, the stat that I heard, so in the time that James Franklin was at Penn State, there was only 3 coaches that had more wins than he did: Kirby Smart, Nick Saban, and Ryan Day. That's actually pretty good company.
Really well, and that's the other thing is James Franklin really turned that program around from what it was nothing. Nothing.
And especially with all the controversy with Sandusky.
Yes, right.
He was probably the right guy at the right time.
Exactly.
To make them back to relevant, I guess.
Yeah.
But he's obviously not the guy that's going to get them over the hump.
No.
He's not.
I will say he's a coach that is able to get a team back to where they need to be. And I feel like Virginia Tech is in that area. But with him and $48 million in the back of his pocket, there's some teams out there I can see him coaching to getting back on top, and they're relative conference, right? I just don't know if he's going to.
And he will land somewhere.
Yeah, I think he will keep coaching. I don't know when he'll come back. If I was him, I don't think I'd ever return. I don't think you'll see my face again, to be honest with you. $48 million, $50 million, and I'd probably be gone. But
that is a hell of a buyout.
Yeah.
I would take $1 million for Xerox to tell me to go. We'll move on. Colorado. So maybe I was dead wrong on Iowa State. Now that they have back-to-back losses, and there's some other teams in the Big 12 emerging, and we'll get to that because I've got one of them pretty highly ranked. I don't know about storming the field against Iowa State.
What was that?
I don't know. But you know what?
I mean, they were ranked.
I love the energy there.
It's a ranked.
I'm going to root for Coach Prime.
Yeah.
I'm happy for him. I'm not storming the field for the 22nd ranked team in the country.
I mean,
especially when it's not a blood rival or anybody.
Exactly.
You know, they're old rivals with Nebraska. I'd be okay with that.
Sure.
If Nebraska was ranked 22nd, but Iowa State, give me a break.
Mm-hmm.
Don't storm the field for that. We talked about Indiana beating Oregon.
Love Signetti. Shout out. Love you so much.
Got anything to say about YSU?
Like I said last week, I mean, I was just hoping to cover. We got blown out. North Dakota is not a team that is bad. They're not a team that's great, but they're a good team, and they usually are. And that's what I saw there. But Doug Phillips, he needs to be gone. It's time. We got to do.
You're in the
something.
James Franklin era.
Let's do it.
With Doug Phillips.
Let's do it.
Right.
I mean,
well, there you go. Hire James Franklin.
Yeah. Oh, can you?
He's got a job.
He would have a job in a heartbeat. I think he could do a lot of work there, to be honest with you. But it's unfortunate. Hopefully, we can move on from this. It's again another year that we're just gonna be terrible.
Yeah. So A&M beating Florida 34-17. They continue to impress. They really are
good. They're finally back on top where they need to be. A&M is a team that deserves to be. I don't know, deserves, but definitely is a team that you'd like to see at the top. It's a great stadium to play in and good team. So.
I'm just going to mention the score because we'll be previewing their game this week. Iowa absolutely obliterates Wisconsin in Madison, 37-0. Fickle's definitely in trouble. Bad. So I only wonder what Ohio State's going to do to them this week. And maybe with Fickle being an OSU grad,
I think they're going to take the level out.
Yeah,
they're going to.
I actually think they won't beat them as bad as Iowa did.
Day and him are friends, and I think they're going to.
Yeah, I don't think Day will embarrass him. At least I hope not. Georgia beating Auburn 20-10. I saw some of this. I flipped to it after I was getting frustrated with Michigan. Man, Auburn 10-0 lead. You're on the 1 yard line. I felt like that was a touchdown.
Yeah,
and especially the call on the field. I believe the call on the field was fumble, though, right?
It was.
So you could sell me on the fact that it was too close to overturn it.
Right.
Okay.
That's what I had, and I think that's what really was.
But I think the biggest issue is it bothered Hugh Freeze and the Auburn team so much that they let it snowball for the rest of the game.
Mm-hmm.
They had control of that game.
Yeah.
And in that interview that I saw, he was so downtrodden and, we should be up 17-0. Mm-hmm. When you start letting that, that's for the fans to feel that, not for the fucking coach to feel it. When the coach starts feeling it, then that's when you let it snowball into what it did. So kudos to Georgia for coming back.
Yes.
There were a lot of other iffy calls in that game I heard. I saw the video of Kirby Smart.
Yeah.
He 100% was calling for a timeout.
Yes. Did you?
And I don't like the post game. I don't like the lying about it.
Because he went like this. He was
calling for him. He said he was clapping.
He was like this.
Listen.
His hand met the palm of his other hand with a a straight hand on it. That's a timeout. That is a timeout.
It's a timeout.
That is insane.
Just fucking admit it.
Yeah.
They didn't. They gave it back to you. Whatever. Hugh Freeze has every right to be upset.
Right.
But he let it dictate what happened in that game.
I just want to say, Georgia, that's a good win. They're scrappy, especially at home. Auburn this year, they're a good team.
I'm still down on Georgia, and we'll talk about that when we get to our top 10. But still
Auburn's got a
win.
tough schedule too. So
they have, they're right up there with Florida with their schedule. Texas Tech continues to roll people, 42-17 over Kansas. I think they're for real, and it's the first time they've got both sides of the football working.
Yeah, finally,
offense
right?
And defense. They've always had one or the other. in the last few years, definitely known for their offense. But
Right.
their defense is just as good.
Unfortunately, Kansas for me, I thought, man, that was my hot take of the year. Was I think they were going to win the Big 12 and do something, and unfortunately, not there yet.
Yeah, I picked Penn State to win the national championship. So
right. Here we are, right?
We both got egg on our face right now.
Yeah.
LSU beat South Carolina 20-10. Again, their offense still underwhelming to me, which when we go through the rankings, I'm penalizing them for that, I guess. But they are still finding ways to win. BYU, I picked Arizona. I had this as my upset.
Yeah.
But they did go to double overtime with BYU, but man, they're resilient.
Did the overtime hurt you there, right? Or no?
I didn't pick.
Oh,
They
you
weren't,
pick. Okay,
they weren't my
that's right.
lock. They were just
That's right.
They were just a pick that I rolled with. But BYU is still undefeated, so we'll see where they go. Utah had this one. I still don't understand why people are high on Arizona State. Again, this is why I don't like preseason rankings. Utah blasts them 42-10.
Right. I mean, I like I said last week, I love Arizona State, but not ready. Still not. I don't know if they'll ever find a coach out there for them.
Dillingham is somebody that if I had to make some predictions of maybe who goes to Penn State,
he's definitely
Dillingham's going to be in the running.
Yeah.
If it's not Matt Rule, so
I don't know if there's.
I think a lot of it depends on which direction Nebraska goes.
Yes, and Rule has a lot of family tie or whatever else.
He's
Penn State grad.
He's
a lot of different things for him there. I think that he's set up so well in Nebraska that it could be another Baylor situation. But maybe he's able to do that in a short amount of time at Penn State because I feel like the player caliber you get there and the money you have is just better. So we'll see.
All right, let's get into next week's games.
Yeah.
Right now, by the way, bottom of the fifth, Brewers 1, Dodgers 1.
All right, tied up.
So let's start with Friday. East Carolina Tulsa's playing tonight, so nothing real significant for Thursday night football. But tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, Louisville at number 2, Miami. Obviously, I'm real high on Miami. I think they win, but this is a lookout. I would say be careful.
Sure, yeah. Well, yeah, I don't think they're going to lose this game. It could be a close game. I do agree with that.
I could see it being like 10, 12 points.
I just think Miami's just too good to lose this game. I could be maybe an overlook. I don't see there's a way they can even upset Louisville, upsets Miami. But, yeah, maybe you're right. It just cover maybe. It's 13.5. It's a lot of points.
Yeah. Number 25, Nebraska at Minnesota is 8 o'clock on Fox tomorrow. Gophers are getting 7. I think this could be a lot of points. I think this could be a close game.
Yeah. I like Minnesota in this spot. A night game on Friday. I think people are going to show up.
Went outright? I can see it happening, but I would just take the points.
Yeah,
I'm good with taking
I think
the
I would
points
take
there.
Nebraska still, but
you know what? Is Chapel Bill even worth talking about?
No, not anymore.
They're getting blown out of Cal, right?
Not anymore. Oh yeah. I think 8.5 is. I'll take all the 8.5. I mean, it's crazy.
They showed me nothing.
After what happened, we actually broke the news last week on the show, and since then, North Carolina has came back and said that they are 100% backing him now, even after what he said, going to buy out and all those stuff. So it's weird right there right now. I don't see it lasting very long there, not anymore.
So let's get into for Saturday. We'll start with Big Noon Kickoff.
We're not ranked. Can we talk about it? Can we talk about time?
I'm not surprised. We shouldn't be ranked.
No, we shouldn't be ranked.
We've got no signature win.
No.
Nebraska's our biggest win right now. Yeah. Who is ranked.
So, ranked win.
But whatever. I mean, they have 1 loss. We have 2. So it is what it is. And if we can get back into the winning ways here, we can work our way back into it. And it has to start here. It has to start here with Washington.
1 week at a time.
If we're going to be taken seriously at all.
Yeah.
I kind of planted the seed that I might go the other way based on what I saw. And I would say if we play like we played on Saturday, we're not good enough to beat Washington, even if it's at home.
No.
I'm 100% not laying 5.5. I think it's going to be a 1-possession game.
Me too.
Like 24-20-ish.
Yeah, sure.
Is probably the score I would go with. I'm going to be a homer, and I'm going to pick Michigan.
Sure.
24-20. But I could see us not getting that touchdown late in the game to win the game, and we could lose 2017. So that's just where I'm at with it.
I feel like this could be a game that both teams score, though. I actually like this over this week. I know you're saying 24-20. Okay. It's a lot of points, but Washington, I think, is going to score on us. We have to answer it, and I agree with you. I think that Washington's going to cover the points, but I think there's going to be a lot of points in this game. Give me the over. Michigan wins. Don't lose this game. Washington's going to cover, but
And you're bringing a Buckeye fan, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Right. He's not going to be.
Huge
He's not going to be that.
huge mistake. Because he's just going to remind us that they beat them 24-6 in Seattle.
Yes. Oh, right. Where
In
we lost
Seattle.
them last year. So.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. That's. We'll definitely. We lose this game, we're going to be definitely diving real deep. So I don't want to spend a lot of time on the preview. Sharon
Moore fired if he loses this game. I'm at that.
They're
point.
not doing that.
Back to there.
Number 12, Georgia Tech at Duke. Duke's actually, this is another one, stinks to high heaven.
Yes.
Duke is favored by 1.5. Now, I'm high on Georgia Tech.
What do they know?
That's,
What do they know?
This is right up there with the Oklahoma-Texas game. This is one I'm not betting it. I'm not going to bet it.
Yeah. You have to pick it, though.
You know, just my eyes and logic tells me that Georgia Tech's going to win this game, but there's probably a reason.
So confused.
There's a reason Duke is favored.
I'm so confused. I think they're going to blow the brakes off them. I think Georgia Tech is going to demolish them.
Okay.
I don't understand why it's 1.5.
I can't wait to talk about that.
Maybe I don't see it as Oklahoma, Texas, like I said last week, but maybe it is. Maybe you're right. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah. Georgia Tech.
Georgia Tech. Noon ABC, number 10 LSU, and number 17 Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt's favored by 2.5. Again, another one that surprised me a little bit. I know Vanderbilt's up and up. I like LSU in this game, though.
You do?
I still not convinced that Vanderbilt's got the talent that LSU does.
Sure. I like Vanderbilt in this spot. I actually do. I like him to win this game. I like him to cover. I think they can win by 3. And LSU is like, okay, like I see them as a good program, not a great program. And Vanderbilt can score when they need to. So
okay,
I like them there. Yeah.
Number 14, Oklahoma at South Carolina. Gamecocks are getting 5.5 at home. You're still high in Oklahoma, right?
I am. Yeah, I am. I like Oklahoma here. I think it's going to be a closer game, though. I do think South Carolina can cover, or Oklahoma can win by 1 point there in the spread, but I do think Oklahoma wins this game.
Yeah, I think this is a bounce-back week for them. I like them to cover.
Yeah.
I think they need to prove something after not scoring a touchdown last week against Texas. So
yeah,
I will take Oklahoma laying 5.5. 3 o'clock, YSU at Illinois State. Illinois State's favored by 2.5.
We should win this game, but we're not going to. This team stinks, but we're not going to win. It's bad. It's just so bad. I don't know.
I don't know enough to deep dive.
Illinois State is like they're a fine program. They're okay. Like they're not usually great. They're not bad, but like we're better than them. We should be on paper.
Yeah.
Should be. We should beat them. We're not going to. So
I'll take YSU.
Okay, that's nice of you. That's nice of you.
3:30 on Peacock. Michigan State travels to Bloomington to play number 3 Indiana. Indiana favored by 27.5.
Cover.
They're covering.
Cover.
They're covered. They lost by 25 at home.
He's going to win by 70.
He might put 50 or 60 on Michigan State. So we're both in agreement there. 3:30 ESPN number 4 Texas A&M at Arkansas. After Arkansas fucked me with Tennessee, 7.5. I don't know. They got blown out by Notre Dame, but they're staying in.
They're staying
every
in
conference
games.
game.
Yeah,
they're staying in it. I like A&M to win. Maybe Arkansas covers it.
I don't remember like A&M blowing out. I feel like they're not blowing out teams. Like they let Florida score 17.
Yeah.
And there's been times 31. I mean, they let Mississippi State score 9. Auburn scored 10. Yeah, in the Notre Dame game, I remember that. But I think Arkansas can cover here. I like it to A&M, but Arkansas covers. So
okay.
Yeah.
3:30 ABC. Number 5 Ole Miss at number 9 Georgia.
Yeah.
Rebels have not won in Athens since 1996.
Damn. That's
and they just beat Washington State by 3.
Yeah.
Despite being 32.5 point favorites.
7.5 is too many points. It's way too much.
The Rebels are going to win this game outright.
Yeah.
I'm picking Ole Miss to win the game.
Sure. All right.
I know they barely beat Washington State last week.
Wow. That's a good. I mean, I like the pick. I'm going to go. I like Ole Miss to cover. I think Georgia wins this game just because of what Lane Kiffin said. That's the only reason why I'm picking Ole Miss to cover. I think Georgia wins this game, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
3:30 CBS. Number 1 Ohio State goes to Madison. Wisconsin's getting 25.5. Beginning of the year, if you would have given me 12 to 15 points, I would have taken it.
Sure.
I felt like at the beginning of the year, this was a trap game for Ohio State. What I'm seeing from Wisconsin and from what I'm seeing from Ohio State, 25.5 is not enough.
No.
I think we talked about, does he blow them out? Because
that's why I think it might be.
But I still think 34-3 is not embarrassing them. It's just that's what is going to play out.
They're going to have balls.
The talent
they're going to have turnovers that are going to be on their side of the 40. Like Ohio State's going to get a turnover. They're going to be on that side. They're going to go out and score. They have to show them to score. So, yeah, maybe
I think this
right.
is like I don't think Wisconsin. I mean, they couldn't even score against Iowa.
It's a disarray.
I think they get 3 points or 6 points.
I think I'm going to take this game. Actually, I think I am going to. After talking to you now, I'm going to take this game Saturday. I'm going to take 20. I'm going to lay the points. That's for sure. Because I think they're like I just said it. This sparked my mind though. They're going to have a lot of turnovers and they're going to be on their own 50, 40, whatever. So
yeah. All right, so 4 o'clock on Fox. Number 7 Texas Tech at Arizona State. Arizona State's getting 7.5. People are starting to finally believe in Texas Tech a little bit. This might be their first test as far as a close game. They've been blowing everybody out. I like Texas Tech to win. This might be the first game that they don't cover.
Okay. I don't see Arizona State being a threat to play at this point. I like Texas Tech here. I think they cover even too. So Texas Tech will win the game though for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
6:30 on Big Ten Network. Number 8 Oregon goes to Rutgers. Coming off of a loss, I think this is bad news for Rutgers. I actually think that had Oregon won that game and been ranked, probably number 2, or maybe even number 1 if they would have been. I don't know. Because they were They were 2 going into that game, right, against Indiana.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's possible they could have got to the number 1 rank. I don't know.
Or they may have been 3.
Because that would have given them a win against Penn State's down.
Yeah.
They were number 2 or 3 at the time.
Right.
But anyway, I think this is bad news now for Rutgers that Oregon's pissed off. Lanning's pissed off. I think Oregon wins and covers.
Yeah, I like Oregon in this spot. It's just a wake-up game now. Tough loss last week. You got to cover. Lanning's going to have him back on top.
6:30 on CW, Washington State at number 18, Virginia. Virginia's starting to get some love now, although now that the Florida State win doesn't look as great.
Yeah.
They're laying 17.5. Obviously, we talked about Wazoo staying within 3 of Ole Miss. I think that gives them some confidence, so I can see them hanging around.
I do like them covering.
I like the points, but I
like
think
17.5. Yeah, I agree with you. I like 17.5 in this spot. I think they cover, but they don't win the game. Yeah.
Okay. 7 o'clock on ESPN, number 21, Texas at Kentucky.
Back in the ranking.
Kentucky's getting 12.5. Stoops always finds a way to keep games close. And this is a rare trip for the Longhorns to go to Lexington. I'm still not sold on Texas. I think maybe they find a way to win, but I can see Kentucky covering.
I mean, this is such a big game for them now, too. I think they got a lot of confidence off of last week. I don't know if they're going to cover 13.5, but I do know they need to win. And need to win by a touchdown, probably. So, with that being said, I like Texas for sure. Okay. Yeah.
7 o'clock on Peacock. I want to talk about this. They're unranked teams, but Penn State's always historically struggled at Iowa, especially in night games. If they wouldn't have fired Franklin, I think Iowa would. I was looking at their schedule when we left there, and I'm like, does Penn State win a game the rest of the year? Because I'm like, the only ones that they would have been was probably Michigan State and Rutgers, but those were both on the road. So, like, you can make an argument that road environment, that it just wouldn't translate. But I feel like this will give them some energy. I feel like they're daring you to take Iowa being favored.
I know.
I think the troops rally. I think Penn State wins this game.
Yeah, I feel like you got to win this game, especially because you play Ohio State in 2 weeks.
You got to have some momentum.
So you got to have some momentum. I think after this game they have a bye, and then they play Ohio State. I think I could be wrong, but I love Penn State.
I think they have a bye.
Yeah, I love Penn State here. I got to get a win before they go play that team. They're daring you to take 3.5 really after the last 3 weeks. So I like that spot for Penn State.
Sorry, I want to look up just to make sure that was accurate. Yeah, there's a buy in that.
Okay.
Yeah, so I definitely want some momentum going into that.
Yeah.
7:30 ESPNU, Florida Atlantic at number 19, South Florida. South Florida's favored by 21.5. After what I saw last Friday, they're covering that.
Yeah, they are. They're definitely a team that's going to win that conference, the American, and just keep going. Just keep going. Yeah.
7:30 on NBC. Number 20 USC at number 13 Notre Dame. Irish are giving them 9.5. I like the points in this game. I think this is going to be
rivalry game. Man.
I think this is going to be back to the push game. I think it's going to come down to the last possession, maybe an overtime type feel.
I love 9.5. Here.
I think Notre Dame wins the game. I think Notre Dame finds a way to win the game.
Yeah.
But I like the 9.5.
I love the 9.5. I'm taking that if it's still 9.5 Saturday. I always like to wait. I know we record these shows Wednesday and Thursday, like we said before.
Yeah.
But if it's still 9.5 on Saturday, I'm taking it.
Okay. 7:30 ABC, number 11 Tennessee at number 6 Alabama. Bama's favored by 8.5. I just have a sneaking suspicion that Tennessee is going to stay in this game.
You think? Yeah.
I'll pick Bama, but I like the 8.5.
I don't like these hooks right now. 7.5 feels like the wrong hook there for sure. I like Bama to win. If it's anywhere underneath 7, I'm going to take it. I like them to cover that, but not 7.5 right now.
Okay. 7:45 SEC Network, number 16 Missouri at Auburn. Auburn's getting 1.5 at home. I think Hugh Freeze lets that game against Georgia bother him into this week.
Mm-hmm.
So give me Missouri.
Yeah. I like Missouri in this spot. That's a low line. They might know something there. Maybe because you're going in 7:45 night game War Eagle, but I like Missouri. Taking the cover. Yeah.
8 o'clock on Fox, number 23 Utah at number 15 BYU. This is a big game.
Big game.
Rivalry. I like BYU's a home underdog. I like that. I think BYU wins this game out.
Yeah, they've really turned it around too. BYU. I do like the spot. Utah does look okay though. They're always somewhat decent too.
These are games I don't trust.
Yeah. 49.5. I like the under, to be honest with you. I think it'd be close, maybe even lower scoring than 49.5. So,
8 o'clock ESPN2. We talked about this team a couple weeks ago. They might be a sneaky contender for the Big 12 here.
Yeah.
Number 24 Cincinnati at Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State still hasn't recovered from Mike Gundy. They're favored by 21.5. I could see them keeping it close. I like Cincinnati all day long to win.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if I like winning 3.5 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's a lot of points. I kind of want to say they're going to cover that 21.5 for Cincinnati. I like them to win.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's make our picks for the week.
Yeah. I don't want to jump the gun on that. I think I have my favorite, but I don't want to jump the gun.
I think I have both.
You can go first. Whatever you want to do first.
I have really 2 upsets, so I'm going to pick my favorite first.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to take Indiana.
Okay. All right, then I can take the other one then.
Take Indiana minus 27.5.
Sure. I'm going to pick South Florida minus 21.5. I love them in that spot. Love how they played last week.
21.5?
Yeah, that's what I saw.
Okay.
Love them there in that spot.
And they're at home, too.
Yeah.
So I'm really in between 2 upsets. I'm going to go off of one that we did not talk about. We talk about how they find a way to lose a game all the time.
Yeah.
I'm going to take Syracuse plus 10.5 against Pitt.
All right. I like it.
But Ole Miss was my backup.
Yeah,
it was. Maybe I should have done it because if they do get a win, it's a road win. But
yeah, I was gonna take Wisconsin.
Playing a little safe, I guess.
But now I can't. I can't do that.
And I like Southern Cal too. There's a couple upsets I like this week.
Yeah,
So I'm on the record. Southern Cal.
Yeah, put it on.
Ole Miss, Syracuse for the 3 underdogs. Let's see. Now watch, I'll hit 2 of those 3. I'm going to lose fucking Syracuse. The one I'm putting on.
Yeah.
The one I'm putting on paper and the one I'm putting on the points.
Man.
To me, I feel like there's a lot of good ones out there.
There is, but I'm going to go here. I'm going to do Washington State plus 17.5. I think it's a lot of points. Hoping they can just cover. I might be losing both. I don't know. Might be losing those games. We'll see.
All right. Well, let's go right into the pros.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm sorry.
We have
our rankings.
Top 10.
Top 10. You want to go? Are we going from 10 to 1, 1 to 10? What do you want to do?
Yeah, we can go 10 to 1.
10 to 1?
Yeah. Well, mine's surprising. So
the one team that's outside the rankings right now, that if they beat Utah and somebody trips up in my top 10 this week, I might be willing to slide them in there. BYU.
Okay.
BYU's on the outside
looking in
for me right now.
Yeah.
We each have our non-Power 5 top team that we're not necessarily saying that they're the number 11 team in the country. We're not ready to put them in our top 10. I've got South Florida.
I have Memphis.
You got Memphis.
I like Memphis there in that spot. USF is probably going to have it because they're just going to win outright and probably just take it. But I don't know if there's ever a world where Memphis can get – because they're undefeated. And if they're finishing undefeated and they're ranked, I don't know if there's ever a world where there's like a 3-loss team that's the SEC or Big Ten that don't get in and then they do. Is there a situation there?
They have to take one non-Power 5. One has to go.
But 2 can, right?
2 can.
They just have to have enough there for it.
Yeah. So
I like Memphis still in that spot.
Okay. Our number 10 teams in the country. I'm going Georgia Tech here. Georgia Tech number 10 right now.
Yeah, and I think I'm biased by this. I'm trying to put them a little bit higher. Just
trying to make the Michigan
loss not as bad. But I like Oklahoma. I still do. I think that they're still a great team with material. Once his hand is fully healthy, I don't think he should have came back last week. I did like
and
Texas
that was way earlier than what people were saying.
Yes, exactly. He's supposed to be out 3 or 4 weeks. He was only out a week and came back to the game. When he's fully healthy, I don't think they're going to lose. If he's fully healthy, I don't think they're going to lose again. I got to see him the next couple weeks to see if he's fully healthy again. But I do like Oklahoma there at 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like this is like the college football playoff ranking.
I know. Yeah.
So number 9, I'm going LSU.
Okay.
And obviously this game this week, against Vanderbilt, they lose that, they're going to be out. But
right.
I still have them. They were one of my title game picks.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't look great now for that.
Yeah.
But I still think they're a playoff team. So I'll say LSU's number 9.
Right. I have Oregon here at this spot in my number 9. I think that the Indiana loss, especially at home, was a hard loss for them. That's why I threw them to 9. But they still deserve to be ranked, and they're still going to have a favorable schedule to win out. So that's what I like about them, and I have them at 9.
Okay. Number 8, I got Ole Miss here.
Yeah.
And again, if they can beat
win.
Georgia, and I would have probably had them in my top 5.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely slid them down after the
only the
Washington State
3
game. But if they can prove they can beat Georgia, I got them going back high.
I think it's a classic overlook.
If they lose to Georgia, I might have Georgia here next week.
Yeah, right. I have Texas Tech. We already talked about it. They're a real deal team. I think you probably will have them. You might just have them higher, but I think that they're a team that is at 8 for a reason of just the strength of play, the strength of conference is where I have them at 8, and that's why I have them there. But they're the real deal. Both sides are working, like you said. So,
my number 7 is Alabama. I still want to penalize them a little bit with the Florida State loss, especially now. Maybe out of week 1 and when Florida State started winning some games, I'm like, oh, maybe Florida State's back.
Yeah.
Now I'm not so convinced that they are. So I've got them, at number 7, which is good.
Mm-hmm.
They keep winning, they'll just keep climbing. So I got Bama at 7.
I love what you said. I love Ty Simpson in this spot. I love him. I love you that you put him at 7 too. My 7, I have Georgia. I think that they're going to win this week, and I think they can get bumped up against Ole Miss. And I guess we'll see. We'll see
and that's how they can get back. They are not in my top 10.
And we'll see at 6. This is kind of why I have them flip flopped here, just to see what happens. Yeah.
Not my number 6 is Oregon.
Yeah.
I think Indiana's for real,
mm-hmm.
so I'm not going to penalize them. I know Penn State's down, but that's still an emotional, hard game to go in there and beat them white out like that. Just the eye test, I still think Oregon's good,
mm-hmm.
And I don't see a loss on their schedule the rest of the year.
Yeah.
Now they lost Indiana. So.
Yeah. No, exactly. And I completely agree with you there. I have Ole Miss here. Like I said, I flip-flopped them kind of, but I do think they're 6th or 7th best teams in the nation. And whatever happens, probably one of them's going to get dropped out for sure. But I like both teams here. If it's a 1-point game, I could still see Georgia dropping to 11 or Ole Miss dropping to 11, just right outside of 10. So
my number 5 is Texas Tech. I got them pretty high.
And
I've been high on them for a couple of weeks now.
Mm-hmm.
they were not on my radar at the beginning of the year. And again, this is why I like doing rankings now.
Yeah.
I would not have had
halfway
them.
through the year.
Nobody in the country would have had them in the top 10.
Right.
So,
right. I have Bama here, and you already said to it, you had them at 7. I have them at 5. I just think that this team is playing well. They are really progressing fantastically, and I just think Ty Simpson is going to be a great player, and I think that DeBoer really has his team playing well, and I think they can keep playing well into the playoffs. So we'll see.
Okay. Secret. So we'll fly through the top.
Oh, damn! I didn't realize that
because I looked at it. Our top 4 is the exact same.
Yeah.
So at number 4, we both have Texas A&M.
Mm-hmm.
And
good team, hard place to play at home. That's why I have them at 4. I think
they have one of the tougher wins of the year going at Notre Dame and in the environment that was there.
Right.
So that's what impresses me. We both have Ohio State at number 3.
It's just strength of schedule purposes.
Some of this is strength of schedule purposes.
And that's why I have them there.
Yes.
I think that they're probably deserving of the number 1 spot still. They beat Texas at the beginning of the year. I have them at 3 strength of schedule.
And again, now that I've seen some of the weeks play out, I don't think the Texas win is as
good
great,
now. Right.
Especially only beating them 14-7. Yeah. So that's why I'm still hesitant on their offense, I guess.
Exactly. I mean, their defense is insane.
Defense is insane.
It can only get you. I feel like I can only get you so far, especially deep in the year.
Yeah.
Deep in the year.
Both of our number 2s is Indiana, and again,
they deserve.
A week ago, I would have had Ohio State ahead of them.
Yeah.
I probably would have had Oregon at number 2, so that's kind of why I'm putting Indiana there now.
Yeah.
So they get to jump Ohio State right now.
Yeah.
Because to me, they have the better win. And again, if they play each other in the Big Ten Championship, Ohio State wins, I'm going to put them higher.
Yes.
That's how it works. And our number 1 team, we've been talking about it all year, Miami. I think they have 2 of the best wins in the country.
Love this team.
They look great.
Yeah.
Offensively and defensively, they're the most complete team in the country right now.
Right. I agree. Mario Cristobal is finally finding the team that he needs to as a player and name coach like he is. He's having both sides of the ball ready, and I think he's the best course of action for them to be ready at each single game in the playoffs. It's going to be a long road for them, and I think he's going to have those players ready.
Okay.
So.
Well, we got about 10 minutes to kick off.
Yeah.
Real quick, let's talk last week's Steelers game, Steelers-Browns.
Yeah.
I want to get your thoughts on that. Obviously, the Vikings were off, so I don't need to talk about them right now. But I want your thoughts on last week's Steelers-Browns game, and then we'll quickly get into our picks tonight before we kick off.
I love how we played last week. I loved Aaron Rodgers and the Darnell Washington connection. I think it's going to happen again tonight. They are 2 players that I think love each other, and they're finding each other down the field and targets. And he's just all-in-one player, all-inclusive player. He's so big. He can run as fast as he can. He almost reminds me of Derrick Henry, but he's just not a running back. But, at that point, it was a great win. Aaron Rodgers looked great. Myles Garrett, I think our offensive line, we gave bad. I was so bad on Broderick and our left tackle, and he stood up.
I was scared of Garrett too, and he never got to him.
He never really got to him. So I think our defense played much better last week. We had a lot of dropped interceptions, a lot of dropped turnovers. There was probably 3 or 4 chances we had an interception. We dropped the ball. So we got to do that again tonight if we have a chance of winning this game. We'll get to the preview. I don't feel great about this game. Short week, all that other stuff. But last week, just talking, the Browns stink. I feel terrible.
That was a bad spot for them.
You cannot have Gabriel throw 58 passes. There's no quarterback probably ever do that, especially not a rookie quarterback. That is insane.
Everything was against that. I don't understand. Almost every team that goes overseas, because even the Steelers did. They went overseas for a week. Had a bye week coming back. Browns go over there, and they got to play in Pittsburgh right away. Just the schedule screwed them, and the Steelers were a better team. You're starting a rookie quarterback. Everything was absolutely going.
It was just check and marking on our side of it. Yeah,
they just did not stand a chance.
We had everyone come back. Highsmith came back. Joey Porter Jr. played his first game last week. It's really just the name for him. Everyone says he's not as good or as his dad, or he might not be as good, but it's just the name. And the fact that his name is over there on the other side of the cornerback position is just the fact that I don't think they're going to throw to him as much, right? So in that regard, I'm glad he's back. Jalen Ramsey looks good. I think he might be hurt again. I don't even know. I think he's playing though. But he was supposed to be out multiple weeks and played last week, so it doesn't really make sense there either. But the defense looks good. It's fine. Maybe turning in the right direction.
Yeah,
maybe. So
the AFC North is so bad.
It is.
It really is. And
it's ours to lose.
It really is. It really is, and I don't think they're going to. there's a lot of football left to be played, and anything can happen.
Right,
and
right.
The way injuries are happening this year, you just never know. But man, they could really, they win this game tonight, really separate themselves from that division, because Baltimore does not look like they're going to win a game anytime soon.
No.
Yeah, and I was kind of ready to pick the Bengals tonight. Mm-hmm. Hendrickson's not playing though.
I know.
I don't know. So I want to throw something out at you.
Mm-hmm.
So Aaron Rodgers was the MVP. Joe Flacco was the MVP of Super Bowl 45.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers was the MVP of Super Bowl 47.
Okay.
This year is Super Bowl 60. So tonight's matchup would have been like Joe Namath playing Bart Starr in 1983. Like, think about that for a minute. It would have been the same equivalent as Super Bowl I and Super Bowl III's MVPs.
Oh my god!
Playing against each other in 1983.
Wow. Yeah, we have full circled.
That is unbelievable. Hearing that stat. Oh, Cincinnati's all in the whites.
They got the whites.
Bengals by 40.
Dude.
Bengals by 40. They're wearing all white.
Yeah. Those I will give it up to them. It's a great jersey. That is a great jersey combination. They got the ices on.
Rodgers looks like he's 56 years old tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, Bengals by 40.
I don't like. I'll be honest with you. 5.5 is way too many points, and I think we can lose this game outright. I'm very scared for this game. Short week. It's one of those games we can lose. I feel like we haven't.
So you kind of think this is like Eagles-Giants last week?
Yeah. It's another Thursday night matchup.
It's too bad we're not going to have this posted in time.
I know. I'm going to work on it while we're probably watching. But the fact is like it's a Thursday night game, and like you already said during this year, they get weird, and it's divisional. So it's already against us. We're away. Like, I hate this game. I hate it so much. I think we're going to lose. I really hope our defense plays well. TJ Watt always plays good here, though. He always plays good here. So I'm hoping he can do that tonight. We need him. We need him bad. So
what we're going to do, we got 5 minutes to kick off.
Yeah.
Let's do a lightning round of our last week's picks, just to go over what our point system is right now. So I went with Colts -7. The Cardinals were feisty in that game, man. I give Arizona credit for staying in that.
Especially a fired coach, and they're still on top of things. So.
To me, that still said a lot about the Colts and who they are. I still think they're the best team in the AFC right now, from what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
And to have a tough day like that, but still find a way to win, that's what separates you from being good to great.
Yeah.
So I got a point out of that. The Falcons on Monday Night Football. That's what I envisioned. Remember, I told you.
Great pick.
Bijan Robinson was going to go wild.
Yeah.
He goes for 200-plus yards.
The more that defense can work, and the more they get him on the field, is going to be great for Atlanta.
And Atlanta's sneaky good.
Yeah, they are.
You took the Commanders -4.5 on Monday night, and the Bears exact revenge from the Hail Mary game, Hail Mary, whatever you want to call it, last year. How about the Bears winning back-to-back weeks with the same score, 25-24?
That's crazy. And I will say, Ben Johnson scoring this team more points. I'm not saying that they need to be talked about as a good team in this league, but the Bears are scoring more points is what they needed. If defense can find it, who knows? Who knows?
We both nailed our picks for the upsets of the week. You had the Giants on Thursday night.
Yep. Love that pick.
Yep. They look good. I tell you what, they've got something going on.
They do, man.
Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. I love Scattaboo. I want a Scattaboo jersey.
Dart looks good.
At this point.
Dart can make any throw, it looks like. And he's confident. He's got the swagger around it. That's a good thing for New York. It's a good thing.
I'm down on the Commanders than I was this year.
Yeah.
I think we both struggled to find that last wild card team in both conferences.
Right.
When we did our preview. I think the Giants could get into playoff contention. I think they could. I think they're sneaky good.
Do you think the Eagles could still win that division? Because I don't. The way they're playing right now.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I think they could get back in it.
Yeah.
And we'll talk, Eagles Vikings here in a minute, but I think that I think the Giants.
Yeah,
I think the Giants.
I love it. This is so good for the Giants. They deserve it. I really do, man.
Yeah.
I'm happy for them. Like it's.
And my brother needs it with everything going on with Penn State right now.
Oh, so, right.
Yeah. So, do you want to take? We'll take a quick break.
Sure.
And we'll figure out, do we want to fly through next week's picks, like kind of skip last week's preview? I don't know.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. We're back.
17-10 Bengals at the half after a 10-0 Steeler lead.
We figured we would just come back after the half, but now I regret that. We should have just recorded at the beginning, so I have to come back on here. But we're going to go through some NFL now. This team is. The Steelers are going to lose this game. We can just go to the NFL. We can just go.
Doing an update, everybody. Dodgers won 3-1, so they're up 3-0. That's a stranglehold. It's a Guardians-Pirates show in the Toronto-Seattle game.
Makes no sense.
Naylor homered, Jimenez homered, Kiner Falefa scored. But Toronto has since added on. Kiner Falefa has scored another run. 4-1 Blue Jays in the fourth, by the way.
That's big.
So that series might be tied.
Yeah.
By the end of it.
Blue Jays are going to win it if they tie it up.
So, in the sake of NFL at halftime's only being 12 minutes, we're just going to kind of go through our picks for this weekend. Bypass some of the reviews from last week. We talked about the games that we picked. Tyler does now have a 50-41 lead.
9
in the standings now. Yeah, I mean, I was happy. I got at least 1 point in every game last week, but you maximized yours on your underdog, so you actually extended your lead last week. So not happy about that.
How about them Giants, man?
I should have took the Bengals tonight.
Yeah, really. Yeah.
So obviously, as Tyler mentioned, 17-10 Bengals tonight at halftime right now. So let's start with Sunday's games. We got another London game.
Last one.
9:30. I think it is the last one in London. Yeah. I think there's a Madrid game next week.
Madrid, and then I thought there was one more after that.
I think there's one more.
That's crazy.
I think by next year, or they said within the next 5 years, they think that
every week
it's going to be like a Thursday night. Not that it'll be on Thursday night, but like the Thursday night, every team will play at least one game.
Oh, okay.
Overseas. That's
interesting.
That's where they think it's headed.
Put us in Dublin every year. I mean, you have to, right? I mean,
maybe.
That's
maybe be undefeated there like we are in London.
Yeah.
So 9:30 a.m. on Sunday, Rams at the Jaguars, which is now
good game.
Good game. Yeah,
really
good game. Jaguars are getting 3, quote unquote, at home.
Yeah.
Jaguars have looked good this year. I think I like, and sometimes traveling overseas. Jacksonville's been doing it every year, so maybe they're used to it. Got to getting accustomed to it.
That's a great point.
But I like the Rams in this game, I think.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's a great point. I forgot the Jags are usually always over there.
I think they do.
They know
it's a one-home game there.
How to travel there. So, in this spot, I think the Rams have too much. I think Matt Stafford's just that guy. I love watching him play. I think he's just better. I think the Rams win. I don't know if they cover. I think they win. I think it's going to be a close game.
Okay. Start with the 1 o'clock slate. The Saints go to Chicago. Bears are favored by 4.5. Bears have won 3 in a row.
Yeah, good for the Bears here, and I think they can win another one here. I like them in this spot. I mean, the Saints are tough, but they're usually tougher at home, and I think it's gonna be a close game. But I like the Bears.
Okay, me too. Miami travels to Cleveland. Browns are favored by 2.5.
What a game! You could probably find cheapest tickets ever for the NFL.
I'm gonna find out if Spinetti's going to that game.
Yeah.
Man, I kind of want to pick the Browns here. I think with Tua calling out the team the way he did.
Yeah, that's not.
I said after week 1 that the Dolphins weren't any good. Obviously, they both have one win. Somebody's got to win a second on.
Yeah.
I'll take the Browns just because they're at home.
Yeah, I like that too. I like the Browns at home here. I think that Myles Garrett will be able to get to 2 in this game. I don't know what happened last week with us, but I think he'll be able to sack a quarterback and make some tough decisions for him to throw. So I like the Browns. Yeah.
Okay. Raiders at the Chiefs. Chiefs are favored by 11.5. I feel like Vegas is going to stick around in this game. I don't like giving up that many points,
especially in a divisional game.
Yeah. I think the Chiefs are starting to roll a little bit. So I say they win, but they'll cover.
Yeah, Rashee Rice's first game back to this game.
You sound so sad right now. I can hear it in your voice.
I can't. Yeah, give me the Chiefs. The Raiders keep it close too. I agree.
Okay. We may spend a little bit of time on this. Eagles at Vikings. Beginning of the year when we picked the games week by week, I had this as a loss. But the way Philadelphia is looking, granted they did get 10 days off. Vikings are coming out of a bye though, so that almost kind of levels the playing field from that aspect. It does not look like JJ is going to be playing Sunday. O'Connell had said when he was ready to come back, he wanted him to have a full week of practice. He has practiced the last 2 days, but it's been limited. Okay. So I think it's trending towards Carson Wentz. Maybe he can.
Team here.
Yeah, maybe he can look at this as some kind of revenge game. Yeah. Maybe I'm being a little homerish. I actually like our chances now. Mm-hmm. And I think a lot of that stemmed from coming back and winning the Browns game the way that they did.
Yeah.
If they would have lost that, I was looking at the schedule thinking, shit, we're not going to win another game until mid-November.
Right.
Now I feel like maybe this gets us rolling a little bit. Coming out of the bye, we're at home. We got to start. We got to start early though. We got to make the Eagles doubt themselves a little bit.
Right.
Maybe them kind of going through the motions, losing the game to the Giants will wake them up a little bit. Mm-hmm. The Vikings are 1.5 point underdogs. So I don't know what to read into that, but I don't know. I actually think we might pull this one out.
Yeah, I don't know. This one's interesting for me. I feel like the Eagles, just for their situation right now, is I feel like they're just in a better spot than the Vikings, unfortunately.
Okay.
And with that being said, I think the Eagles
can
go in there and bounce back and win it. Just because it's just it's just the quarterback situation and everything else.
It is hard. It is hard to envision them losing 3 in a row.
Yeah, right.
That's what probably scares me. I think if they had only lost one of those games in the last 2 weeks, so I could definitely see that.
Could have been different. Yeah.
Panthers at the Jets. Jets are 1.5 point underdogs. I feel like this is a prime for them to finally get their first win.
Me too. Yeah. I love them here. I think that they're going to win this game. It's going to be a sucky game, but the Panthers aren't at home. If they were, I think I would have been switched on this. I like the Jets here, but I think the Panthers are better than the Jets. To be honest,
I
think the Jets win this game. They get their first win.
Okay. Last 1:00 game: Patriots at the Titans. I think New England's starting to look. They're putting it together here,
dude. Have you looked at their schedule? It is really easy. Like
they might win this division.
I want to just
Buffalo's playing right
really
now.
quickly. I just want to run through. Okay. So they play the Titans this week, then they go Browns. So then it gets a little hard. So they go Falcons, Buccaneers. But then they go Jets, Bengals. The Giants are maybe good, but they have a favorable schedule. They could have 9-3 before the end of the the end of 12 weeks. So yeah,
I think they pick up a win here.
Yeah, I like it.
And cover the way they're playing. I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe Tennessee responds with Callahan getting fired.
Vrabel revenge game though.
And which just plays into their favor. Who is taking over for Tennessee? Is it one of their coordinators?
I think it was. I don't remember. I don't know. I thought it would say it there. No, it didn't. I'm not sure. So
it doesn't matter to me. I got Patriots either way. So into the 4:00 slate, Giants at the Broncos. Broncos are favored by 7. But again, we talked about. I feel like the Giants got something cooking here a little bit. Mm-hmm. I'll pick Denver in this game, but I think this is going to be a close game.
Yeah, 7.5 is too many points, especially. Wow, that's crazy. I like the Giants here. I don't think the Broncos are all that much better than the Giants.
Or just at least to cover.
Just to cover, yeah. Okay. I think just to cover for there.
Colts at the Chargers. Chargers favored by 1.5. I do think this might be an opportunity for the Colts to get a loss here.
Yeah, I think it is too. I think that it's a hard place to go. I think, especially with the Chargers playing better. And I thought they would be a lot better than they are right now, but I like the Chargers here in this spot too.
Packers at the Cardinals. Cardinals are getting 6.5 at home. Gutsy performance last week. Mm-hmm. I have a bad feeling that Green Bay might blow their doors off.
Oh, geez, yeah. Yeah, I hope that's not the case, but I do like Green Bay to win this game. I don't really know about the spread right now.
Okay. Commanders at the Cowboys. Cowboys getting 1.5 at home. Mm-hmm. This is a tough one for me, actually. Dallas has kind of been trending, win-loss, well, tie in there, but they've a little bit up and down. They are coming off an L. There's something just scaring me about the Commanders. They just don't seem completely right. Mm-hmm. I'll take Dallas at home in a mild upset.
It's going to be a freaking bloodbath of people just scoring points. 54.5 is probably the highest NFL total I've seen. 55 maybe is what it's going to be.
I think it might go over.
Yeah, I think it's going to go over. I think both teams are just going to keep scoring. I think the Cowboys have a better offense, though. They've just been playing really good. So give me the Cowboys, yeah.
Okay. And then the Sunday night game, the Falcons at the 49ers.
Good game.
It should be, yeah. San Francisco is favored by 1.5. think Atlanta's got something going on now, though. I know that the aberration game a little bit with Carolina where they got blown out. But other than that, take that game out. I think they've looked good.
Yeah.
San Francisco just keeps winning despite all the injuries, but I actually think the Falcons are going to go in there on Sunday night and win.
Yeah. You took the Falcons?
I'm going to take the Falcons.
Man, this is so tough. I just think that the 49ers are banged up. I think the Falcons, you're right. I think they got something. I'm going to take the Falcons here. I'm going to take them to cover. I don't know. I hope they win, actually.
That's 5 games on Sunday that have a 1.5 spread.
Yeah, it's not really looking great for.
So we got another. Yeah, we just Chick-fil-A here. So. So Monday night, another doubleheader. I don't know how I feel about these doubleheaders all the time.
Me either.
One's fine, but
I don't like the 7 and 10 either.
Every week is killing me. So 7:00, Tampa Bay at Detroit on ABC. Lions are favored by 5.5. Man, I think Baker Mayfield right now, after last week, has now taken over Daniel Jones in my MVP race.
Yeah.
I think I like Detroit at home, though, in this game. So give me the Lions.
Yeah.
No cover, though.
No cover.
I like the 5.5.
Yeah, me too. I do like the 5.5. I think the Bucs might win this game.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I'll be rooting for it.
I got the Bucs here. I think they're going to win. Too.
Okay. So this might be your upset pick of the week.
Yeah.
Right.
Unless if it's yours, then you can have it.
It's all right. We'll give it to you. You need a win tonight.
Yeah.
10 o'clock on ESPN, the Texans at the Seahawks. Maybe Houston gets rolled a little bit with 2 wins in a row. Albeit, last week against Baltimore, I don't know what that really means. So,
yeah.
Or 2 weeks ago, sorry. So they have to go into Seattle. Seattle's always tough at home. 3.5-point favorites. I'll take the Seahawks in this game.
Yeah, I like the Seahawks here, especially the Houston going to the Seahawks. Playing at 10 o'clock, it's really like 7 o'clock for Seattle. So, I love Seattle in this spot, too.
Okay.
I'm taking it.
All right, so I think you've already shot your shot here with the Bucs.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Bucs.
Plus 5.5 is your upset pick.
Yep.
Can I take the Bengals? Am I allowed to do that?
Well,
I won't do that to you. Go ahead and give me. I'm gonna at least try to get a little backdoor cover action here. Give me the Raiders.
Okay. Yeah.
With 11.5.
Visual games.
And then you never know. If I pull off an upset, they're on the road. Maybe something crazy happens. So I'm just trying to play the spread there at that point.
Right.
You got a favorite?
I do like the Pats here. I like Pats by 6.5.
Pats
will go in there and no real head coach anymore for the Titans, so I think they're going to try and cover this game, especially Vrabel.
Okay. I think I'm going to go ahead and go with the Bears.
Bears.
I'll take the Bears minus 4.5 at home against.
Nice. That's a good pick. I like that pick.
So just to recap our picks, college, I got Indiana minus 27.5, Syracuse plus 10.5. You're rolling with South Florida minus 21.5 and Wazoo plus 17.5. And then in the pros, I got Raiders plus 11.5, Bears minus 4.5. You're going Bucks plus 5.5, Pats minus 6.5.
Nice.
All right, so the second half is starting over here.
Let's go watch us lose, huh?
Yeah, who dey?
Maybe they.
Go Bengals.
Love you guys.
We'll see you next week.